Hello again. My name is Lindsay and I'm a planner for Statuesque Events. We are an event and wedding planning company based out of DC. So today is day 4 of the 9-month planning blueprint, and I'm going to tell you what you should be doing 3 months as well as 2 months before your wedding. So 3 months before your wedding, it's all about invitations. You want to begin labeling your invitations, and a tip would be to use mail merge instead of writing on every single envelope. Like when you have over 200 guests, that can be very overwhelming. And then I must say my penmanship is not that great. I don't know about yours, but mail merge definitely helps you in all of those areas. You also, 3 months before your wedding, want to start on your favors and any DIY projects that you plan on using for your wedding. Now, I know many brides love going on Pinterest and picking out all these things they want to do for their wedding, but all of these things take time. And I'm sure you know that, but they take more than a little time. They probably take twice as much time as you think they're going to take. So you definitely want to pick out which projects you're going to do, which favors you want, and don't pick too many. Pick your favorite ones. Get all your girlfriends together maybe like 3 months before the wedding, have a little wine, do the projects. It could be really fun. Now, if you wait until like a month before the wedding, it won't be fun at all. It will be very stressful, and that's not what you want. You want your wedding planning to be very stress-free and very fun. You know, this is supposed to be a fun time in your life. So make sure you do everything ahead of time and you won't have any problems. And believe me, you will thank us later. Trust me. So basically for month 3, summarize, you want to get all of your labels on your invitations, and remember, use mail merge so you don't have to break your hand writing out for all of those invitations. And you also want to make sure you have all your favors and DIY projects started and hopefully almost finished. You want to finish them at least 1 month before the wedding, and so that final month doesn't have to be dedicated to anything DIY or favor related. 2 months before your wedding, you finally want to mail your invitations. This is a very exciting time because you've probably spent all this time picking out your invitations, picking out who you want to come to your wedding, and you finally get to send them and receive RSVPs back from who's going to come. Now, speaking of that, you also want to use the online tracker to keep track of all of your RSVPs, which will be related to your guest list tracker. So you'll be able to see who's attending, who they're bringing, and whatnot. Now, for a lot of weddings, people don't RSVP, and a lot of times those people get pushed to the wayside and forgotten about. Now, you do not want to do that. You don't want someone to show up to your wedding who didn't RSVP and you don't have a place for them. That would be a very bad feeling. So for those who don't RSVP to your wedding, make sure you email them, give them a call, something, so you have a hard yes or no from them and you can move on. So aside from following up with your guests, you also want to make sure your guest list tracker has phone numbers and, once again, all the details about your guests. So if you need to contact them, ask them any questions. I know this comes up often, like if you're having food and you're asking people if they want fish or chicken and you have no clue what they picked, you might have to give them a call up and email and say, hey, which item did you pick? So that's helpful to have their phone numbers. So summarize month 2 of your wedding planning. You want to mail out your invitations, get all your RSVPs, and make sure you contact those who did not RSVP, and make sure you have a set deadline for that. So if your wedding is whatever date and you say this is the date I want everyone to be RSVP'd, make sure you contact those who haven't RSVP'd yet and get an answer from them. This summarizes day 4, and I hope to see you for day 5, where you will get to plan your final month with Faye.